Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today you are going to learn about Moodle Learning Management System in a student's perspective. So let's start exploring the web page. So this is my Moodle URL and I have logged in as a student. So as you can see on my right hand side, there is a student login name followed by the student's picture. As of now, I have not fixed any picture for my login, so it's left blank. On your left hand side, you will be finding the hamburger icon. So when you click that icon, you will be finding a lot of menus. So right from your dashboard, that is the current page where we are at now. Then you will be having the site home. So once I click the site home, I will be going to the home page of my organization's Moodle. So here I have different categories. I can just browse through each and every category and find out what courses are available. If I am already a student of any of the courses, it will be listed under this category. So now back to the menu, then we have the calendar. So if you click on the calendar, you will find a page with a calendar that is displayed here. And this calendar is specific to your student account. So you can create your own new events or whatever by pressing this button. And also on your right hand side, you can enable and disable a lot of events. And then you have the month-wise view, which gives you a view of the recent 3 months. And inside your calendar, you can have all the recent activities or events that are going on day-wise manner. Now moving to the menu again. So you'll be having another menu called as private files. So when you click that, this is a place where you can store all your private files. It could be of any format, it could be an image or a document or even a PDF or your video file. And also the size is limited here, so it's dependent on the settings that is made by the administrator. So if at all you need more capacity here, please contact your system administrator, they'll help you out. Then after this, we have the list of courses that is listed on your left hand side. Now back to your dashboard. So here we have different blocks. The first block is the recently accessed courses, and the next block is the timeline, and the third block what we have is the overview of the course, and we have private files listed here also. So there are more than one way to access these private files. As I already told you, we have the private files menu over here on the left hand side, as well as the private files block is available on your right hand side. And then we have the online users listed block, where you can find the users that are currently online. If you want, you can just go and chat with them, provided you are enabled in the same course. Then we have the badges that we'll talk about later. Then finally you have the calendar and the upcoming events. So just a list of events that are upcoming. So the first one is a quiz on history of internet that closes on Sunday. So it means that all the activities that are inside the courses that have been enabled, those activities events will be displayed over here in the timeline as well as in the upcoming events. What you can do is you can just go and customize this page. So customizing this page doesn't allow you to recreate this page, but it helps you out to arrange all the elements in this page. So as you can see, I click this customize. Let me show you again. So you click this customize this page. So you will be having a page loaded, but this time it is in editing mode. As you can see, we have these icons here. The plus icon followed by the gear icon. So this plus icon helps you to move this block around. So as you can see in my screen, I can move this block and place it somewhere else where I need it. So I leave it as it is. And then you have a gear icon which gives you the settings of the block. So let me try to change the course overview settings. So when I click this, it gives me 3 options. One is to hide the course overview block. Then I can delete this block if I don't want. And third one is to configure this block. So how this block should look like. So I just click the configure button. Then I have a list of menus or list of options for me. And the first 2 options, original block location. This cannot be changed. This is under my login. So that's fine. And default region, we have 2 options. One is write and one is content. So If I change this into right, it will be aligned towards the end of the page. If I put it into the content, it will be aligned inside the content of the page. And default weight tells me what is the location of this block in this exact page. And also we have other options, like you can even make this block invisible. You can have to just click no here, and region already we have exploded, and the weight is also exploded. I'm not going to change anything over here. I'll leave it as this. I give save changes. Then going back to this, so the customization part is just you can enable or disable the block, or you can move the blocks around, and you can change certain settings of the block. So that's it. You can just stop customizing it. Now moving to the users part. So I have my username here. So once you click this, you have a pop-up menu where we have 4 or 5 options left to us. The first option is the dashboard. That is actually the page where we are currently in. The second option is profile. Here you can change your profile settings and the details. So let's check it out. Click this profile button. So in this page, even you can customize this page with the help of this customize button, as we have done in the previous page. And under the profile, you have the email address, country, and city. If you want, you can go edit this profile. Then all the policies and privacy statements are given here. You can just go through it, and the course details. So this will list out all the courses that you are enrolled in. So as of now, this student login is enrolled in 3 courses. One is training for students, internet programming, and FTP on Moodle. You can just click each and every course and can try to understand what it is, and also the details around it. Then we have a miscellaneous block that gives you the blog entries and the forum posts and the discussions and the learning plans. So just let's go for this blog entries. So once you click, there is no entry as of now because this is a new user. If you want, you can create a new blog and you can make a new entry in there. That's fine. I'll go back to the profile. And the second one is forum post. So as of now, we have not made any post in any forum. So the teacher can create their own forum, and they can enable the students to give their comments or post in that forum. That we will see later in this course. Going back to this profile again, then forum discussions also means the same. So after this, let's check out how to edit the profile. So I just click this edit profile. So we have this profile username, email ID, the time zone. You can fix your user picture here, and there is a limitation here. See, you can see the maximum size for new files is 500 MB, and you can have only one file attached here. So then we have additional name options. Just click this and you can find out we have some middle name, alternate name, and surname. That is okay. Moving on to the interest, there is a list of interest. You can list it down with the help of a comma between the words. And there's a final option where you can enter your social media IDs over here, so that it can give you a full profile look. So that's about editing the profile. We'll go back to the preferences or dashboard. Yeah, the second one, what we have here under your username, we have grades. So if you click that, it will show you a consolidated view of the grades that are obtained by this student for different courses. So as you can see here, we have 3 courses that the students are enrolled for, and no course has been completed yet. So once you complete any course, the total grade will be available in this grade column. And then we have messages. That is the third option. So I'll click it. So this is a small chat box window where you can chat with the co-users who are currently online. So you can search for the users here. Let me search for my teacher's name. Okay, yeah. You can just click that user, and the user seems offline. So you can just write a message. So once he is online, he can see that message and reply back to you. Or it's simple, you just find all the online users here and you can chat. So that is the option related to messages. Then the last option is preferences. So this is again a settings tab where you can fix all your preferences. So already we have seen the profile editing option, that is the first one under user account. Change password is the second one. That is simple. You just click this and you can change your password by giving the old password. Preferred language. If I click this, as of now, my administrator has enabled only one language into Moodle, that is English. So it's showing only one option. But according to your region, you will be having multiple options. So never mind. Go back to the preferences. So the next option is forum preferences. You click that. So this will give you a list of settings according to the forum and how the forum should be available in your system or in your dashboard. So you can see the digest type. So digest is nothing else but the messages or the forum posts. So as of now, we have three options. One is no digest, second one complete, and third one is subjects. So no digest, it doesn't send you any message content. Instead, it sends you an email about the forum post. The second one is complete. So daily it will be sending you email and for full post along with the email. And the third one, it delivers only the subject and not the body of the post. And likewise, you have other forum tracking option. So you have two options. So the first one is don't keep track of the post that I have seen. So it doesn't maintain the history here. Whereas the second one will highlight the post that is really suitable for you. So we'll go back to the preferences tab again. My system is a bit low. I don't know. Maybe due to bad internet connectivity. Okay, we are here. Then we have editor preference, post preference, calendar, messages, and notification. Actually, notifications are of real importance. Just go through that once, because as you can see here, all the elements inside your Moodle courses or the activities what you're doing inside Moodle will have a notification attached to it. So whether or not you want to receive that notification depends on the settings what you make here. So the first one is according to this is an activity, it's an assignment. So what happens when you're online and also when you're on the web, what type of notification, whether you want to receive the assignment notification. Actually by default it is off, but if you want to enable, you can switch it on, so that when you are in your browser as well as when you're online, so this notification pops up when there is an assignment given to you as a student. So similarly, whether this assignment notification should be sent to email or not. So that's the second column what we have here. Likewise, we have n number of different settings for everything what we do inside Moodle. We have a notification attached to it, and it's clearly up to you whether to enable it or not. Or else altogether you can just go and disable the notification over here. If I click this, everything is switched off. If I unclick it or if you disable it, then it goes to the default option. So that's about notification preference. We can see one more thing, that is the course preference. So once you click, so it says the activity chooses a dialog box with a short description of each activity and resource. If disabled, separate resource and activity drop-down menus are provided instead. So it means that inside each and every course, which you will be seeing in short, we'll have a list of activities and sections that are defined under this course. So if you disable this, those activities will not be visible there. It will be visible under a separate menu. If you enable this, those activities will be visible under that section itself. I'll show you in the near future. So going back to the preferences, then we have the block preference and the badges. So badges are nothing else but it's a kind of award that is given by the teacher or the course instructor to each and every student after completing certain competencies. But as of now, there is no badges enabled for us. So we have to skip that part and then we'll move to the dashboard. Now, so far, what you have seen is the various menus that are available in this system as well as the various settings that could be. Now, how to proceed with the course, that is listed over here. So let's say this current student is having 3 courses under his enrollment. The first one is FTP, and second one is Internet Programming, and the third one is Training. So let me go inside this course. Okay, so this is the home page for my course. On my left hand side, you will be seeing the participants, the badges, the competencies, the grades, and the other sections of this course, followed by the dashboard and all the other menus what you have seen in the previous page. So the first set of menus is corresponding to this course, the training for the students, and the second set of menus is corresponding to this specific user. So let's go part by part. So we have the first section called as announcement. So on your right hand side, you have a statement called as your progress. What does it say? Just click this, it will tell you that a tick next to an activity name may be used to indicate when the activity is complete. What do they mean by this? So as you can see, we have 2 sections. One section is this announcement. The second section is unit 1. And under that unit 1, we have certain set of contents. But when you just progress further, there is a content called as course study material book for unit 1. And this is actually a study material, which is actually a book. And once you click this, you can see a lot of contents of that book. But on the right hand side, next to this, the title, we have a small box. And you can see that this block or the small box is fully solid. Whereas the second block here, which is on parallel to the quiz on history of internet, is dotted. So there is a difference between these two. So when a block is actually solid in nature, it means that it doesn't have any limitation or any examination in order to complete it. You just have to click it so that you can tell the teacher that you have completed reading this. Nothing else. Whereas the second one, which is a quiz and also which is a dotted box, means that there is certain limitations to complete this activity. So maybe this quiz might have some timing limit, or it might require you to score some grade or something like that. To put it simple, it is automated. So once you complete certain tasks, it will be auto-clicked, or it means that once you finish certain tasks, this will be marked as completed. Whereas the first one, which is a solid block, you have to enable it in order to mark it as complete. So that's the understanding here. If you don't find any block over here, mostly it means that there is no activity tracking for it. So let's start from the beginning. We have an announcement tab. So let me click this announcement. Okay, it's got one announcement that is posted by the teacher here. So let me click and find out what it is. Okay, it says that blah blah blah, welcome to this course, and so on, and the objectives XYZ. Okay, fine. It just gives me an overview of this course. Actually, this is a forum post, and the teacher has disabled the reply option. Suppose if it is enabled, you can even reply for this. Okay, we'll go back to the first page. That's fine. So I'm in my first page where I have my unit 1. So under unit 1, I have a list of elements that is given to me. That is, first they speak about the topics that are covered in this unit. Then they have posted a book for me, and then they have asked me to clear a quiz. So the first one, let me check out the book here. So once you click this course study, so this book has got one single chapter and one sub-chapter. As you can see on your right hand side, there is a table of contents. And here also you can do some editing to this stuff. What you can do, you can print this book or you can print this chapter. So once you click, you will be redirected to your printer settings. From there onwards, you are on your own. So you can just read through the contents here. There is an image, and they are also given some publishing content. Let me move to the next sub-chapter. So this is just a reading exercise for me. Just go through the contents. It's a self-learning exercise. So once you are done, you come back to your unit 1 here, and then you can click this mentioning that the activity is complete. So that a message will be sent, a notification will be sent back to the teacher saying that this specific student has completed this activity, which is reading a book, so that they can understand the scope of this content. The second one is quiz on history of internet. Okay, let's start this. Let me click this. Okay, it gives me a brief overview before I attempt the quiz. It says that 5 questions with time limit. There is no negative marking, and also I can attempt it twice. That's quite good. And this was started on 16th July and it will close on 19th July. And the time limit given for this quiz is 10. And the grading method is highest grading. So what do you mean by this? Actually, we have 2 different attempts for this quiz. So out of the 2 attempts, the highest grade will be taken as the final grade for me. That's the understanding. So let's try attempting this quiz. Okay. Another pop-up box which gives me an alarm. The quiz has a time limit of 10 minutes. Time will count down from the moment you start your attempt and you must submit it before it expires. Are you sure that you wish to start now? Yeah, of course. Let's start the attempt. Okay, frankly speaking, I don't know the answers. We can click some random answers. So when did the internet revolution started? Okay, let me put it as 1996. Okay, good. And even you have a option to clear your choice. That's really good. But again, you have a time left over here. I mean, the time limit was given as 10. So you have to be really quick. Then it's the second question. Internet increased in the economic flow in the world. Yeah, of course it does. The third one, select the appropriate internet providers in India. Yeah, I guess I know this. So this one, yeah. Nokia doesn't provide it in India. I don't know Nokia rather provides anywhere else in the world. Anyhow, what is the use of the router? Okay. Let me say data transfer. Fine. And the last option or the last question, telephone connection is mandatory for using internet. I don't think so nowadays. I don't have a telephone connection at home, but still I use my internet. But I don't know the exact meaning of this question, whether they ask me whether there is a need for any telephone line for internet or a physical telephone as such. But anyhow, we'll give it as false. If you want, you can check it once again, and if you want to clear your choice and redo it again, you can go for it, no problem. And you can even flag this question for future reference in case if you want to come back again to this sector and check what type of question it is or whether it is whether your answer is right or wrong, and so on. Anyhow, so that's all with this quiz. We can give submit, finish it. Yeah, it shows me answers saved and everything fine. Return to attempt. This attempt must be submitted by Friday, so still I have time. But no problem, I'll submit all and finish now. So it says that once you submit, you will no longer be able to change your answers. Okay, no problem. I go for submit. Fine. I think I have 4 out of 5. So this is the summary of my quiz. The first one is Friday 17. Started on, and the state of my quiz is finished. And when did I complete it? How much time did I take to complete it? And finally, the feedback that is given. Okay, says it. I'm good. That's fine. Oh, the first one is wrong, really. Okay, it is 1997. That's fine. Okay, and the second, fourth, fifth, third one, everything is right. That's good. So on your right hand side, you have a small window or a block that shows, graphically your answers. And you can just close this by clicking finish review. That's fine. And I have one more attempt left out, so if you want, you can just go for re-attempting the quiz. As of now, the highest grade what I have is 4 out of 5, and the overall feedback what I have is you have scored more than 50. That is good. So if at all you want to re-attempt this quiz, you can go for it. So this is how you usually attend your quiz. So the basic thing for a quiz is to understand what type of quiz it is, first of all. Second one, be careful on the side of negative marking. Sometimes you might have negative marking, so you have to be careful on the part. Third one is really important, the time factor. So you have to check through the settings of your quiz first in order to find out whether there is any time limitation or not. And once all these 3 things are pretty good to you, pretty fair, then you proceed attempting quiz. So mostly these informations will be available with you with your description part of the quiz. So before attempting the quiz, so please take your time to read it properly before attempting the quiz. Now back to the course. So I think only one topic is written as of now for this course. So we are at the end of this session. In your next session, you can see how to attempt other activities apart from quiz. We have like hundreds and hundreds of different activities under Moodle, which is actually a learning management system for us. So it helps us to keep track of our learning in a proper way, and also it supports our digital learning. So before I wind up, I just want to check my grade as of now. So you can just click this grade over here. See, this grade is specific to this course called as Training for Students. So where I have a report, and under the report, it says I have only one activity as of now, and the weight is 100%. I have scored 4 out of 5, so that is 80%, and that's my final score here. So then and there, when you do certain activities based on the completion of those activities, as well as based on the marks what you score in these activities, you will be graded accordingly. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Please do share and subscribe this video if you like it, and wait for the next video to be released. Thank you.